Silence is essential. The slightest distraction could have catastrophic consequences. Shh! It's starting.
I cannot believe he gets like this every time Renchai's collapses on.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you news of a massive crime wave sweeping the country. Kidnappings have quadrupled, while robberies have reached record levels. From bakeries to national transport, nothing is safe. We were going to bring you a statement from number 10 Downing Street, but our camera has been stolen.
What's going on? It's like the whole country's gone crime crazy.
That's right, Flopsy.
They've no idea what's hit them.
And this is just the beginning.
The 21st century faces a new kind of threat. Old-school spies have had their day, and MI9 must create a new breed of skilled undercover agent. Hidden in a place no villain will think to look. Welcome to MI High.
All right, settle down. Please sit down, everyone. Someone's nicked all the chairs. Ah.
Where are all the other teachers, sir?
Yes, they've been unable to get to school due to a spate of stolen cars and buses.
That must be why Oscar isn't here either.
Half day? See you later.
No one leaves. Whilst there will be no normal lessons today, you can use the time for coursework.
I can't believe it. Crime wave's so bad it's affecting our schoolwork.
So it's not all bad news then.
You hear that? That is opportunity knocking. There's been an internet attack on Relic Rap, the hottest rap label in the UK. They lost everything.
So?
So, they needs new rap artists. And fast. Check it. They're gonna have to lower their standards.
How lower?
Right down to us. I is gonna be a millionaire. S to the C to the O, oop doggy. Ain't dating you because you look a bit froggy.
What do you mean, you is gonna be a millionaire?
Isley lyrical lyricist, isn't it? So I get most of the cheese? I mean, not all of it, but like, I don't know, 106% or something like that.
Well, cheese is all you're gonna get, because your lyrics stink. We quit.
So, who wants to be the new posse?
Science project, gym training.
Ladies, who wants to be famous?
I'm in. I wouldn't join your posse even if it meant ending global warming. Trust me, you'll never find anyone else dumb enough to join.
Does anyone know why this chalk doesn't work on the whiteboard?
Bus got stolen and I had to run.
Agents, it's worse than we first thought. The crime wave is being orchestrated by Skull.
What? All of it?
Yes, Skull is acting like a criminal organization possessed. The country is reeling. Much more of this, and we're looking at national meltdown within hours.
This doesn't sound like Skull, too random. The Grandmaster always has specific targets. This just doesn't fit his MO.
The man's a criminal maniac. He's bound to do something crazy every now and then.
Rose is right. There's just no pattern. The Queen's Corgi's been dognapped. Blackpool Tower sold for scrap.
Hey, Morris is missing.
Ah, yes, our old friend Maurice Hutchinson from Operation Flopsy. In his case, it's probably not connected to the crime wave. Maurice is always going off studying stoats or something.
But we can't just ignore this. If we were missing, Morris would have every hedgehog and rabbit he's ever trained out there looking for us.
Chief Stark was quite insistent. Hutchinson's disappearance is a low priority. We must direct all our resources at the Skull crime wave.
But
Carrie, Frank's right. Let's deal with Skull, then look for Morris.
thanks for the support.
There's one clue so far. While nobody has seen any of the criminals involved, small traces of this fluff have been found at a lot of the crime sites.
We'll let you know when we trace the source.
And you really think a piece of fluff is more important than...
This is Agent London. Divert all the MI9 emergency crime line calls through.
There's no way I'm investigating a piece of fluff while Morris is missing.
I know. Which is why I borrowed the disappearance file.
And I printed off his service record.
Oscar, I need you to stay here with me. I'll need someone to help me man the crime line.
But
It doesn't take 3 of you to track down some fluff.
I'll try and help from here.
Okay. Come on, Carrie. We've got a friend to find.
I'll never help you.
Oh, is that so? Not even if I offered you a carrot. Now, where were we?
You is gonna be stars. Soon, you won't be able to walk down the street without someone shouting at you, yo, Missy D, Dr. F. You is fat.
I'm sorry, who is Dr. F again?
You is.
You know, I really ought to be organising year 7.
But there ain't no listeners today. Crime wave, remember?
Yes, yes. And I suppose this might be a good opportunity to immerse myself in youth culture.
Forget him. How could he be a rap star? He's so out of date, he makes a caveman look fashionable.
I'll do it. Why not? Scoop, Dr. F is in the house. That is, in the classroom.
All you need is a new haircut, some bling, new wardrobe, dance lessons and singing lessons, and you is ready.
Ooh.
He was working till 1 p.m. and it looks like he went out to lunch and never came back.
He was studying a colony of squirrels who'd forgotten where they'd hidden their nuts. Thought there might be military applications if he could isolate the chemical that made them forget.
What's going on? Don't you know the country's facing a crime crisis out there? I gave strict instructions for Hutchinson's disappearance to be priority Z. Frankly, MI9 can do without the head of squirrels.
Yeah, we heard. And you know what?
We completely agree. That's why we're investigating the fluff found at the crime scenes. We're using Morris's reference book to check out a rodent connection.
What is it they say about never working with children or animals? Well, get on with it.
This is so sad. It says here in his diary that he can't stop twitching. That's weird. He says he loves it.
I don't think it means that kind of twitching. He's talking about the website Twitcher. He must have had one of those ongoing online diary things. Here we are, 9 minutes past 1 on the day he disappeared. In the park to test out memory serum on local squirrel colony. I've soaked some nuts in it and plan to feed...
Feed what?
I don't know. He stopped twitching.
Something's wrong. The park. Let's go.
Bristol sector reports no power. Electric pylons stolen.
Local agency swamped. Divert agents from Truro. Sorry, Mrs. King. Crisis in the boys' toilets. Someone's nicked all the bog roll. I'll be with you when I can.
Yes, the London Eye. No witnesses. Keep an eye out. No, I wasn't trying to be funny.
London Zoo. A missing hippopotamus. And no one saw anything. Very strange. Very strange indeed.
Morris's hat.
No sign of Morris.
Nuts. Morris had nuts on him. He left us a trail.
We better hurry before the birds get at them.
I'm sorry, we have no help to send. Chief Stark, glad to see you. We need a hand here.
Save it. Are you aware that 2 of your agents have disobeyed orders and are investigating the disappearance of that carrot-nibbling Morris... what's his name? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't sack them on the spot.
Because they're on a mission that will end the crime wave.
Oh, look. The other child stayed at home. Did you have a tummy ache?
Oscar is here helping me try to keep the country afloat, while Carrie and Rose are in the field trying to stop this crime wave. What are you doing exactly?
All right, London. If they can single-handedly stop this crime wave, they can keep their jobs. If not, they're out, and so are you two.
Well, in that case, I'm not worried. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Come on, let's go.
Yo, Mr. Producer, how are the levels?
Scoop, this is the only recording machine that hasn't been stolen. It has a record button and a stop button.
Sweet.
Just get on with it.
Here, Dr. F.
Push chicken.
Listen to the hopes of the St. Hope's crews like gravy in your ears when the word is true. So #1 hit that is never gonna quit. Take a rest, dog, here's a singing bit.
Wiki wiki wah wah.
And cut.
Take one in the bag, that was sick.
Yes, indeed. Very vomit.
Sorry I'm late. The wheels on my car vanished overnight and... Mr. Flatley, what's going on?
It ain't Flatley, missy. Now I is Dr. F. Check it, word to your mother.
It's a bit rubbish for a skull installation, isn't it?
On the count of 3. 1. Boris! Grandmaster, MI9. You're under arrest.
Well. Children in MI9. Still, no matter. We have important issues to discuss.
Yes. Like how fast the crime wave's gonna end now we've caught you.
I'm afraid things may be a bit more complicated than that.
I don't think so.
No. You should hear him out.
What do you mean you're not in charge of Skull anymore?
Would I be spending my days in a dump like this if I was still running the world's biggest crime syndicate?
If you're not responsible for the crime wave, who is?
The Grand Mistress. Anita Kane came highly recommended from a toy factory in Sheffield where she had increased efficiency by 2,000%. She seemed perfect, but she wasn't happy being an underling. She wanted more. That chair is mine.
Do you realize that in the whole of last year, Skull committed just 13 crimes?
Not crimes. Works of art. Now, get out of my chair.
I've come up with a plan whereby we can commit thousands of crimes every week, and at a fraction of the cost.
We? There is no we. And I won't ask you again about my chair. On her own, she would have been no match for me. But she wasn't alone. She had an ally. A traitor was in our midst. Flopsy, you traitor. But
With General Flopsy against him, the Grand Master quickly became demoralized. Anita Kane took over, calling herself the Grand Mistress. She's the one behind the crime wave.
No. It was the Grand Master that kidnapped you.
But only because he needed a rabbit expert to explain why Flopsy betrayed him.
Interesting, but what does all this skull infighting have to do with us?
We want to stop the Grand Mistress's crime wave. The Grand Master wants to get rid of the Grand Mistress. We have the same goal. We must work together.
You want us to help the Grand Master?
I know it sounds crazy, but don't forget, there was a time when Carrie came to me with a crazy plan, and together we made it work.
Morris is right. The country's on its knees. If the Grand Master can help...
I don't know.
Things would definitely be better if he was back in charge of Skull. We've never had a crime wave even close to this before.
I think we need to talk to Frank.
No, Mum. Still no sign. We've missing posters on every tree in Windsor. Yes? Missing photocopier? That's hardly a priority for... Oh, Mrs. King. I'll get on that when I can. Just fixing the heating. Someone's nicked the old boiler.
Frank?
Rose, thank goodness. We need you back here. We're losing the battle.
We need to ask you a question.
Make it quick.
Is it possible that the enemy of my enemy could be my friend? If it means saving the country?
What's going on?
I think it's best you don't know.
Rose, MI9 is at breaking point. If you think you can stop the crime wave, you must do it. By any means necessary. Rose?
Okay. We'll help you regain control of Skull on the condition that once you're back in control, you end the crime wave.
And I need a guarantee you won't try some sneak attack once the mission's over.
Hey, we're not the ones who pull sneaky attacks.
Oh, no?
Look, how about both sides agree to let the other one get away once the objective is achieved?
Agreed.
Here we are, Pussy. Any minute now, we should have our first download. Look! Someone downloaded it. That's some 79 pence. We're going to be rich.
Is that all?
No way, Missy D. This is just the start. We're going to have an avalanche of downloads.
Once inside Skull HQ, we proceed to the lair where Hutchinson will interview Flopsy and find out what's been happening.
If we can get in so easy, why not just march in and arrest the Grand Mistress?
Flopsy is a tactical genius. With him against us, we don't stand a chance.
It's psychological. The Grand Master needs to feel that Flopsy's on his side before he can help us.
But it's just a rabbit.
Rose, rabbits are people too.
Not really, Morris.
I have some skull gadgets which may come in useful.
This is so weird.
A cat prod. Like a cattle prod, but smaller to shock your opponents. And this is a secure smell deodorizer. Skull HQ has an odor-based security system. This will identify you as Skull agents and stop any alarms going off.
Yuck. It stinks.
No, that's him.
It's not my fault this miserable bedsit doesn't possess a washing machine. Franny's foot fungus clinic. We found it an effective first line of defense.
Really? How?
I'm not going in there.
Oh, I see.
To access the base, go into the treatment room and place your bare foot against the nastiest looking picture of feet.
I'm sorry, Avril, but a missing studded neckband just isn't priority at the moment.
Well, I think you should call the police.
With what? Someone's stolen the phones. And what is this stuff?
Mrs. King, I'm afraid I have some bad news. I'm leaving to become a rap star. No, you can't talk me out of it. This is my letter of resignation. I'm absolutely... What are you doing?
Packing your things.
Right. Good. Well, thank you. Being so understanding.
I don't see why you couldn't do this.
My feet are too small. Hold your breath. Ready?
How come you didn't change?
If you use your left foot, you don't change clothes.
Could have mentioned that before.
These uniforms are really prickly.
Shh, keep your voices down. This place must be crawling with guards.
Not any longer. The first thing that cuckoo in the nest did when she took power was to fire all Skull agents.
What's that?
It's coming from inside the walls.
Whatever it is, there's lots of them.
Sounds like mice. amazing things, Maestro. You know, the average mouse. Sorry. Probably not the right time.
Carrie, go with them and find Flopsy. I'm going to check something out.
This way. Flopsy. She kept you in a cage.
Why would she do that?
We're supposed to be on the same side.
I'm sorry, when exactly did you say the avalanche would start?
Any second now, Dr. If. Any second now.
Well, why was he working against me?
He wasn't. He has always been loyal.
Nonsense. He's holding out on you. I saw him conspiring with that woman.
He insists he's innocent. Oh, and he wanted me to say that while partial to the occasional bowl of caviar, he would much prefer a regular supply of fresh lettuce.
What about the CCTV footage?
I can explain that. The Flopsy mystery, the scrabbling noise, the fluff and the crime wave. It's all the same thing. I found the original CCTV footage.
What's she doing? It's not real.
Of course, a fake Flopsy.
Did you say she used to work in a toy factory?
Yes, they made toy animals.
She must have built a whole army of these things. That's why she doesn't need guards.
And that's why so many crimes have been committed without anyone being seen. The criminals are small toys.
Oh, they're far more than toys. They're the largest, loyalist, most financially efficient army in the world. I'm saving 12% on uniforms alone.
It's over, Ms. Kane. The second I get out of here, I'm going to regroup Skull's forces and destroy you.
Really? And how exactly do you plan to get out of here? You're surrounded. Now, I'm sorry, but having enemy agents in the building reduces productivity by 32%. You'll all have to be eliminated.
Yeah? We'll see about that.
Enough banter. Time is money. Attack!
I'm sorry I doubted you, Flopsy. It's an honor working with you again.
What? Of course, good idea, Flopsy. Carrie, quick! The remote, it controls all the toys! Close. Now, I think we all deserve a nut.
The thieves just stopped moving? Cuddly kittens? It's absurd.
Frank, Oscar, we did it. And we caught the Grand Mistress.
Rose, did you say Grand Mistress?
Yep. And you'll never guess who helped us. Grand Master.
Really? Well, good work, agents. Working with the enemy is highly illegal. Report to my office at MI9 HQ immediately with the Grand Mistress and the Grand Master.
Sir, kind of made a deal. You've let the Grand Master go.
You made a deal. Well, I'm unmaking it. Arrest him immediately.
What do we do? That was a direct order.
Well, 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 Flopsy. Whatever will they do?
can't believe I resigned. What was I thinking? Oh, look! Someone else has downloaded it.
No. Hang on. That was an upload, not a download.
Whoever bought it earlier just sent it back. Didn't there used to be other stuff in this room?
Oh! Someone jacked the gearbox. We sat right here.
If we hand the Grand Master in, we're no better than he is.
Letting him go can mean the end of our careers.
Rose, what are we fighting for? A world where people betray each other.
He wouldn't think twice.
I know, but that's the difference between us and them. If we hand the Grand Master over, we might as well keep on these uniforms because we're no better than they are.
Well said, Carrie.
Yeah. Well, Grandmaster, looks like you're free to go. Oh, great.
You let our worst enemy go.
I'm sorry.
No. Don't apologize. You've done me a favor. It's another reason to fire you. You're fired. Oh, my word, that felt good.
No.
No?
They're not the only ones who made a deal. You promised if they ended the crime wave, they'd keep their jobs.
Prove it.
Oscar witnessed the whole thing. He's at the palace returning the Queen's corgi. Would you like me to call him? I'm sure Her Majesty would be very interested too.
You haven't heard the last of this.
Thanks, Frank.
No need. I'm proud you made the right call. Still, I guess we'd better start packing up. The Grand Master now knows your real identities.
He'll trace us back to the school.
And when he does that, we must be long gone.
Actually, you may not need to move at all. I have a feeling the Grand Master may have trouble remembering your faces. The, nuts that I pretended to share with the Grand Master were actually the forget-me-nuts that I've been researching. They contain a virus that makes squirrels forgetful.
And they work on humans.
I believe the effect may be even stronger.
Morris, you're a genius.
What a strange day. I feel like I've just woken up. Now, we need to attack someone. Who was it now? Something or other.
The school was going to pieces, and you completely disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. King. There were a lot of plumbing problems in the basement.
Oh, I hardly think the world's going to come to an end over what goes on down there.
You'd be surprised.
Ah, Mrs. King. How lovely to see you again. You look radiant.
You resigned. You can't take it back.
Resigned. Oh, Mrs. King, you are a jester. Oh, look, is that an eagle?
Uh-huh.